Followers of Veles, continue to fight. Beasties, monsters. Wrath of the Dead. That sword might be better than anything we have equipped, or some of the weapons we have equipped. I shouldn't think so though. Compare here. 7 and 5. Nope. That Darkwood sword is way better. And yeah, this sword and shield together would be superior to that Wrath of the Dead. That's just a two-handed sword using bone and iron, so break it down. What is this? Sturdiness and gathering. And we picked something else up in that last fight. I forget what it was. Okay, so whose gathering do I want to improve? One of the warriors, I would think. If they have a free finger. Bam, like that. Oh, vermin everywhere. Disgusting. Good. It's all resources we're going to use. How are things going in Australia? Harvesting of vegetables. We've got more than enough. We've got 87 cane. Switch over to getting us some more vine. In fact, I think I can actually send you to outside the village. Don't need any more veggies. Don't need any more vine or cane. How's the crafting going? 8 more days to complete that food. 6 more days there. And one day the improved clay barracks will be up. How are we for clay? Only 45 left. I feel like I should stop these ladies from what they are, or at least I should stop you, Burgadora. And it seems like a waste to not have a gathering, but let's do that. Well, if I'm going to do that, then hang on, I may as well have Pekaslava do the crafting. I just want equal numbers of vine and cane. Well, health, medic, nice. Health is good. The gathering is amazing. Zofia is a ridiculous gatherer. She's so good at that. Perception, excellent. +2 as well. Okay, we've got the 10 buildings. Let's knock down this crappy wood pasture. So we've got clay barracks, a cane herbalist's hut, clay and cane cabbage field, +6 attract children. I didn't know it could even go that high. Clay smithy for attract beast, +3 crafting bonus. Pastures, attract human, 2 food each. Well, 3 random resources. Watchtower, attract beast, 3 vision. And this one, 2 human, 2 food. So I think the quartz and the clay ones are identical. So I might actually destroy the quartz pasture because I could probably use that quartz for something else. What exactly? I'm not sure though. Can I do another one? Alright, I would need to destroy another building. I think I don't want to have that quartz be in the pasture. Pastures are to be made of clay. And now I've gone and taken it below the amount that I need. Idiot Stobbie. Well, isn't it? Lend a hand. Or how about this? Bogadora. You will go out to go gather something else, probably clay. You'll go help Yasna. Go make this Lexo. And then these two. Our 2 best gatherers, Pekaslava and Bogadora. Pekaslava, Bogadora. We'll go and get their hands on some clay for us. Spend 2 weeks gathering clay. That's more than enough food, holy hell. Oopsie. Excellent. Do we have any injuries here? Just checking the hit points there. 19 out of 19. 20, 20, 20, 20. That's excellent. Keep fighting. Ooh. A fur jacket. Let's take a look at that. 13 armor. Very nice. And then, of course, we can keep handing down the armor. So everyone's armor is slowly but surely creeping up. +6. +8. Nope, too heavy for you. Extra dexterity, probably better for you. Yep, free up some weight. Don't particularly need to, so. Onward. To the smithy. Let's go talk to that demon.
Way through the thick of the woods, you come across a small clearing. There are signs of a campsite and faint traces of a bloody struggle. Whatever happened here happened some time ago, and most likely did not end well for the travellers. Upon deeper inspection, you uncover pieces of a human body still scattered nearby. You are about to move on, thinking it's best to leave a place of such a death, lest the attacker comes back or an angry spirit seeks revenge. But one of the trees by the campsite attracts your attention. The tree is hollowed at its roots, and within it is a bundle, perhaps stashed for safekeeping before the tragedy occurred.
Sweet. See what's inside.
Bundle, you discover
just some food. XP is a nice little bonus.
As you approach the place shown by the dwarf, you see a girl sitting on a large rock, frantically looking out into the distance. When she sees you, she runs over without a second thought for her own safety, and speaks with a voice so soft and melodic, you cannot help but listen. You look, well, I guess you look like, you can handle some ruffians, right?
We've been sent by the dwarf.
Smith. Oh, Bodan, him. But why are you bothering me with him? I have a real emergency on my hands. I had 4 children, my nieces, yes. I was going to take them home, and I was set upon by a band of orcs. They took the poor little ones. Oh, what will I do now?
You had 4 children? On your own out here? Why?
I was on my way home. It's not too far from here, and we thought we were safe. Now there is no time to chat. We must find them now, and I would help, only I am so weak. These orc brutes have surely harmed my little ones. Oh, please help.
Fine, but only if you agree to go with Bodan.
Go out with the dwarf? What are you talking about? There are children at stake here.
The quicker you say yes, the quicker we'll go.
Yes, I will do as you say. You must go now. I will mark on your map where I last saw them. Hurry.
After the orcs, we are going to hope we can reason with the orcs or take them on in a social encounter, because if it comes to a straight fight, we can't do anything to them. We'll get wrecked. So, will is used in social. Speech is used in social. I'm just looking at our... We've got 4 speech there. 2 speech. 6 attractiveness. Use the mini events and for first action and counter offense. Okay, so we can give someone first action with that in social. I'm just trying to weigh up my strength in social. 5 speech, 5 speech, 3 speech, 7 speech. I reckon we can talk them down, and that's really our only option.
The skies darken and the air getting heavy. The wind picks up and thunder strikes. Strangely, this seems to happen only around you, as you see clear skies up ahead.
What? Thunder and storms are the domain of Perun. Try to figure out what's going on.
You realize very quickly that you must have stumbled upon a territory claimed by the wind demons, the Vili. Known for their territorial instincts, the Vili do not like intruders and rarely take time to discuss the matter. Indeed, you now see several winged creatures circling you among the dark clouds.
We're gonna have to try to talk them down because we sure as hell can't beat them in a fight. And this will give us a decent indication of how we're going to do against the orcs. I don't think very well. Look at how low the offensive numbers are. Support ally, support ally. Okay, good. That's going to increase our damage then. So who's our... Malovid's probably our best social person. It does worry me that they've got 4 tactics sitting there. And what's that? 14 damage already. He's got 1 point of leech. Just buff his damage to all hell. So he does 13 damage. He needs to be high enough to kill at least that toughest one in one shot. Shield ally, counter tactic. These are 4s and 5s. I reckon I could probably counter one of them, but I think I prefer the damage, honestly. I'm going to shield him. No, +2. Or I could just... I mean, there's no point in buffing his damage above 16, which is the highest attack value. I could... So that's 12. If I put, let's say, Zofia in and give her support and support, that'll give her damage up to 15. I wonder if that's not a better option. I think it probably is. Oh, shit. Okay, I should absolutely counter one of these ones here. That really hurts. That's 11 plus 4 is 15. Together is 5. I'm going to counter one of their tactics. Oh, it's just a crow. Rubbish. Ah. I think there were 3 or 4 of these Villi. Okay, you lads just get in there. Damn, that was a waste. I could have buffed Sophia further. I love these sounds in the fights. They're so stupid. Excellent. He took down the one that does the most damage. Good social battling, men and ladies. Another Villi only does 4. Counter tactic, shield ally, support ally. I can't make anyone move first. But we can just shield Sophia and support her. Actually, look at their damage numbers are so low. I don't think it matters. Counter tactic? Yeah, just a little crow, doesn't matter. Get closer, get closer. From now on at work, when I'm on a serious conference call or discussion, I'm just gonna go.
The wind calms down and the skies brighten once more. The Villi remain in the air watching you, but they do not attack. You are free to continue your journey.
This is doubly amazing. So we've got a blessing of 5 speech for the next 25 turns. Oh, that's amazing. It's going to help us talk the orcs down. Where are those horrible orcs? Smithy. Okay. Let's go get him. Oh, a few bees. Giving us a free set of quilted cloth. I'm sure someone can wear that. Nope, too heavy. Still reckon we'll hang on to it though. Ew, spiders. It's nice to know that every turn in the village there's actually work being done. People aren't just like milling around. Don't need the craft tools.
Ahead to see if the road is safe, you notice a bear lying outside its lair. It looks really big. In fact, you have your doubts about it being an ordinary bear and not some kind of giant's pet.
If I kill it, I mean, I don't want to piss a giant off, so I'm going to let sleeping bears lie. I'm acutely aware of how weak we are in terms of combat. So we get these kids in hand and let them grow up.
On the band of orcs, but as you lay there observing, a female voice speaks behind you.
So, the demoness sent some minions. I'm surprised that you should serve her kind.
Wait, what? You're the ones kidnapping kids, right?
Surely you know that Rusalka is a devious temptress, always seeking to deceive and bait the living. Children are a favoured prey among the demon kind. We've learned this the hard way during the long night.
Yes, we've heard about Rusalka, but how do we know she was one?
Long black hair, looks kind of wet all the time. Her voice is all sweetness, and yet she's on her lonesome, out here, wearing nothing but a skimpy dress to barely cover her bosom. Sounds about right? You ever wonder how something that fragile wasn't even a tad scared of you?
Well, now you mention it, it must have been a Rusalka.
Well, there you have it. So what now? We're not giving you the little ones. They're coming home with us.
Are they orc children?
Does it make a difference? You think we kidnapped them, but if they're orcs, then whatever.
Nope, just if they're orcs, then maybe they're yours to begin with. And no, well, I was just curious if they are from your village, maybe. Let's go with one.
One is either a very ugly human or a wee goblin. But in any case, I ask again, what of it?
These kids don't belong to you. We need them. If they're not yours, we think we can take better care of them. It's only a 2-skull fight, but let's try the first one. Preparation phase. Excellent, we got Zofia and Malevid on the left here. It's the Orc Witch. Wow, she's got a lot of hit points, but doesn't do much damage. It's only 3 of them. This should be relatively easy. I'm just going to buff the hell 1 and 1 and 1. Obviously the rabbit bear doesn't have much to add in terms of the discussion. We need to do a lot of damage here though. We will support him. Malevid that is, and then we'll get Zofia in. Support her. And then we'll get Synovit in and support him. Oh yeah, we got this. You have one.
I suppose it may be better
4
for
children
to live among other softies. My clan is hardened and always on the move. It would not be an easy life for them. Here, take them. But if I ever hear harm came to them, I swear on my honour you will be punished. Also, I'll give you some red ribbon. It wards off many demons, and the one you met is particularly scared of it. So take it to keep the little ones safe.
With these words, the orc female saluted you and stepped back into the shadows, while her men brought forth 4 children and some red string.
I love the way how you can actually get through battles without having to fight. You can use social means. It's amazing. And like there are orcs and goblins and whatnot, but you can actually talk to them. You know, like in every other RPG, it's just attack on sight, zug zug and fight. You know, it's so interesting. I love it. Righty, so I think we have to go back to the Rusalka. I can't see how we can avoid a fight there. We can try to run away. I just want to escape with the kids. If that's the case, I wonder if I don't just drop the kids off first and then go talk to her. So even if we lose the fight, we get injured, we can at least then make sure we hang on to the children. But I mean, we were given that ribbon, which we are told will wreck her, hurt her or something.
The night of Kupala was once celebrated during midsummer when the sun shone brightest.
Kupala celebrations.
The Kupala night was once celebrated during the long
Full
night
story.
of darkness.
Yep,
There
this
was
is
no way
all.
for the elders to tell
We've been
when
through
the
this before,
solstice
haven't we?
was coming, and within a few decades,
It's basically the New Year
night of
celebrations.
Kupala night. The night of Kupala has many faces and traditions that need to be upheld. Bonfires are lit with sticks and stones and placed on hillsides.
Ah,
or
yes.
other high points of
So
the
you got
earth.
different options here.
Offerings of food and animal stock are made in honor of the many gods. Music,
Cleansed, and so I think
dance,
that
and laughter
removes
accompany the night's
curses.
rituals. But the main
Water
event
safe,
is chosen
strength,
by
and
the village
prosperity
elders with
increases
big
hit
success.
points.
There are several ways to celebrate the night and prove yourself.
This is the one I
Some
want.
may take more time.
Make a wreath of
Some
flowers
may
and
be-
hair,
This
and
night,
if you
choose
are
to
able
honor
to
every
do it
hopeful simpleton
successfully, you
leaves
actually
their
get a
best
child.
faith in hopes of attracting a soulmate. Some clever conspirators hide downstream and accidentally find the fated wreath. Some wreaths swim away with the currents, but bring joy and hope to the hearts of their makers. Soon after the Kupala night, a stork visits the village and gifts a child to one happy couple.
Awesome. So everybody in the village gets extra will for a few turns, and we get another child. Great. So that 1 plus the 4 we got from the orcs, 5 children. Hopefully 5 strong warriors for Veles. Let's just do this encounter.
As you approach the place shown by the dwarf, you see a girl sitting. The rusalka smiles at you, and for a moment, all you feel like doing.
I
is
found the
stare at
children,
her.
but I will not give them to you, demon.
fools. They would have been immortal, young, and beautiful forever. But now what? You or the orcs will raise them in your filth.
Whatever, demon, you're not getting them.
Rusalka looks at you with anger. Her eyes begin to turn red, and her skin whiter. But then she spots the red string and shrieks back. Damn that orcish bitch! She gave you the ribbons, did she? Ah, what will I do now? My sisters will kill me for this failure. But if I attack, you'll kill me. Damn, damn. She no longer seems to notice you as she talks to herself.
Listen, I'll let you live if you agree to go out with the dwarf, okay?
The rusalka looks at you stunned, and for a few seconds you see no comprehension on her face, and then she finally nods and speaks. Her voice is sweet and innocent once more. The dwarf, yes, of course. You give him the red ribbons and tell him to burn it in his furnace, and that on the next day I will come. I swear this by my soul. Here, have a lock of my hair to seal the bargain. You feel a strong conviction in her voice, but who knows?
In the spirit of keeping with the not fighting and not wanting to take on a frickin' demon, fine, it's a deal. And I'm kind of betting that I can go all in on the rewards here. If this actually works out for us and we don't get screwed over by that demon, we can get the reward from the smithy. And we've got the children.
You realize a group of attackers is approaching your village fast.
Oh, jeez.
A
To
group
arms.
of crazed scavengers attacks your village. They run around like crazy and try to grab whatever they can, while others attack your people.
It's only a 2-skull. Bugger this, we're fighting them. 7 scavengers. Scavengers aren't that tough, and we've got blunt weapons. We should be fine. But I just want to see how much damage they do. Ow! Piercing damage. Thank God they don't all have piercing damage. That really hurts her. That's plus 15 damage. I need to first action Zeta out. He's level 6 though, which I can't do. Damn it. So he's got to survive another 15 points of damage. Okay, we shield him then. So I'm hoping he can survive that one. They've got loads of tactics though, which scares me. Oh god, this pierce damage as they enter the battlefield. So, you hit Zetarad for 15. He goes down to 7 hit points. Zetarad attacks for 16 and kills both of these two. She attacks for 12, so if we shield Yasna, she kills that one and hopefully the next one as well. And thank goodness that one doesn't have piercing damage. What did that do? Get closer. Okay, that complicates things. Oh, bollocks. Yeah, the other one went first. Damn it, we lost. Ah! Yeah, that did double poison damage because for some reason that scavenger went before our guy, even though she was behind him in the order.
You thought you were
Fuck.
getting results. You thought the scavengers were listening to your threats and backing away. But you were tricked. They do run, but you realize they
Oh,
have
for
absconded
God's
with much of your
sake.
supplies, including some children.
Ah, just got that child. And it, oh, damn. That's super annoying. Well, pack it in. Hope everyone survives. We do have a medic here, though. What's on production? Well, once we finish this pasture, we can set about replacing these gathering tools we lost. Look at this. We've got an insane amount of resources to do it, though, so not so bad. Got to make 2. Or didn't we have 1 spare already? No, we didn't. Let's see. Let's make 2 more. Yes, no, hang on. Can you use this improved craft tools? You can. God, I hope no one dies. We've got 5 medic skill there. Oh, the loss of the child hurts though. We just got them. Dang it. We lost a load of food, but that's very replaceable. What else do I have to build, I wonder? Watchtower, well. Clay pastures, that's all good, that's all good. We got 8. I think I wanted to build more clay pastures, but we don't have enough clay, do we? Don't have enough veggies. A lot of veggies got nicked. Well, we'll have that soon enough. In the meantime, let's keep making whatever meals we can. Let's set about replacing what we've lost here. Please no one die. Ah, 2 deaths. God damn it, and that's our medic. Fucking scavengers. If I'd built that palisade, maybe things would have been better. The problem is they just appeared out of nowhere. Okay, what were we going for here? I think that has kind of taught me that I can't hold off on this palisade any longer. As desperately as I want these weapons and whatnot. Maybe just stop for the steel in the meantime. Just to, I mean, we've already gone halfway for the darkwood. Okay, so the next 2 after this, and besides, the weapons we craft with the steel and the darkwood will give us loads of research points which we can turn into the palisade.
Hidden away in a quiet alcove, you discover a single house amongst ruins of some old town. There is smoke coming from the chimney, and the sound of hammering inside. This is clearly a smithy. You notice an unusually large pile of rocks sitting.
Okay, so that rusalka, thanks for telling me who she is, by the way, has agreed to the date if you burn this red ribbon in your furnace.
The dwarf walks out to greet you again.
How do I know you're not lying to me?
I have here this lock of her hair.
Well, it does sound convincing, but I don't know. What did she say exactly?
Said she likes you, your muscles and your skill with the hammer and all. Forlorn rights. What the hell is this now? Another social encounter. Damn, if only we had Melivid. Well, look, he can support ally hugely. I think I might actually put Zoska in as my first person. I'm just worried about there being tactics here that can, there we go, just like that, confuse her. So I'm going to save the buffing and the supporting for someone else. Essentially, she's going to be a fake. If I put Zofia first, and then support her. Just hoping this one won't be able to confuse her. She's higher level as well. Yeah, the full-on Wraith is nothing. It's probably the dwarf who's going to have the only real bit of damage. Do I keep supporting? Let's get someone else in and support that person. Give them some damage. Okay, yeah, they don't have much damage. This is fine. I feel like this is all the bonus we got from talking down those raids. We've all got, you know, an increase to our social skill. Excellent.
Burn the red string in the furnace, you
Ooh! Wow! Look at that!
say? Damned. You did it, lassie. I am impressed. Rusalkas are so hard to talk to. Thank you.
Oh, beautiful. Let's take a look at this loot. Sweet, sweet loot. Sun Shooter, 8 range damage. Beautifully crafted to honor the gods themselves. Arrows from this crossbow shoot straight into the sun. Amazing. We'll give it to our medic, who's less likely to jump in first. Although, does he have a separate ranged skill? No, he doesn't. Ranged damage. Up to 8. Improved ranged damage. And we've got another bow to hand out. This is great. Giving bows to my support characters. What do we have here? Willow's Tier, another one. Okay, 8 and 5 and 3. What are my soldiers all using? I wonder if I might be better off just using these two-handed swords. Dexterity, poison. I mean, like Snovit or no, Svitava has this thorny warhammer. I could give her the Sword of Darkness and a shield. I think that's probably going to be over the long run safer than this two-handed warhammer, which actually doesn't do all that much damage. 14 armor, nice. Who's strong enough to wear it? You are. Monster Bone, Shell, and Steel. So that's the kind of thing we can actually make once I unlock Steel and Monster Bone. A little underwhelming, I want to say. This one is Darkwood and Bone. I suppose if I use Darkwood as the primary item, it'll be heavier, but it'll give better protection than this. Worth thinking about. 13 armor and dexterity. Nice. The warriors actually have decent armor now. Maybe not really, but compared to what they were wearing. Sophia needs some more strength. I want to find out how to make armor that gives you increased strength. Oh god, the steel is miles away. I can barely... Good god, we're never going to get our hands on it. Look at that! I can't even find it. Where's our base? Oh, good lord. Oh, there it is. Okay, hang on. Maybe it's not that bad. It's like 3 or 4 days travel. One thing's clear though. I can't leave on that expedition until the palisade is completed. Disappointing. And I was kind of counting on that steel to be able to make the weapons. Maybe we just see what kind of steel we have to combine with the Darkwood. When we've got 5 steel, 16 gold, and 11 mithril. 1, 2, 3, only 3 warriors. If I can just make 3 weapons, I mean, gold isn't ideal, but we can maybe get 1 out of the steel and 2 out of the mithril, combining it all with Darkwood. Let's see, probably even now. That kind of sets us back in terms of getting our hands on that steel. Tell you what, let's craft whatever we can out of the Darkwood and whatever metals we happen to be carrying. See where that leaves us. And then I should think that in the process of creating all those weapons, that should be enough to get us the level ups we need to make the palisade. Only 36 clay. Yeah, that dragon bone. I need dark wood, but I also want to complete those quests. Okay, so tell you what, we will do Cosmic Tree, Divine Quest, and then just stop here and gather dark wood, leather. Oh yeah, the people I made these for actually died. God damn it. I won't be using the iron to craft weapons. The iron's just not good enough, in my opinion, to even make weapons. Yes, no. What are you going to produce? Clothing? No. We will have light armor researched before we know it. Just keep making meals, I suppose. Or you could take a basket and go gather some cane, which we don't really need. I don't feel like we need it particularly. We'll just use the veggies and the meat.
You find the skeletal remains of a person, most likely an elf, as the bones have a slight silver tinge and are much lighter than any other humanoid bones you know. On the body, you discover a scroll that unrolls as soon as you touch it. There is a smell of burning wood in the air, and the scroll itself seems to be warm to the touch.
Read the scroll.
And so the cosmic trees stood in flames, and with it, the world burned alike. For as the canopy burned, so did the skies turn red, and the heavens were no more. As the core burned, the earth scorched, fields turned to ash, and Thea became a wasteland. Finally, as the roots burned, so did the gates to the underworld, and thus the souls of the dead could find no refuge, no peace, no purpose. You see some notes scribbled on the side of the scroll.
Read all the side notes carefully.
Note 1 is written in a beautiful style. Impeccable, neat, and very distinct. It reads, "And so our duty failed. Did we fail our charges? Did we abandon them too soon? Or were we never supposed to do so in the first place? Should we have guarded the sacred pillars more vigorously? I must go to the Evergreen Grove and find answers. Signed, Alicia Silveroak, Scholar of the Age of Thunderer, Keeper of the Knowledge, Last of the Sacred Guardians." There is an old map with the grove marked upon it. It won't be easy to follow after all this time, but you do recognize some landmarks. There are also 5 pieces of silver tree bark, which emanate with strange power. Note 2 is clearly scribbled in a hurry by an unknown author. "The elves seek to diminish our work. No surprise there. I must get to this grove before they can meddle with mankind again. The Sage Tower should give me some clues as to how to stop the elves. The darkness is a side effect for sure. But I'll be damned if I let the magic rule man again." The rest of the notes are too damaged to read.
Okay, so there's 2 locations. Perhaps we should check them out. XP and research, good. Cosmic Tree, just up there. I think I'll just do the Divine Quest and then we'll do some dark wood gathering.
You find the remains of an old town, built in solid stone, with a large central building that even in its crumbled and rotting state looks very impressive. Like many such places, you feel the cold draft of the ever-present dark mist, lurking in every corner. You see a faint light coming from one of the towers in the central building, and you know this is where you must go.
Investigate.
You enter the old building, and soon realize it must have been a place of great knowledge. as even in the entrance hall there are vast shelves with remnants of books on them. Indeed, as you go in deeper, you find a rusted shield with the words, "The pen is mightier than the sword, and the sword of knowledge defeats any foe." Before you make another step, you are met by a hooded stranger. "Welcome to the Grand University of Cracovia. How may I be of assistance?" he chimes, as if nothing was a rival.
Cracovia. Who are you and why are you still here? Actually, yes, I think I met one of his fellows in a tower.
Ah, yes. You must be referring to Professor Common from the Human Advances Department. He's been listed as being on a sabbatical in an old tower for almost a century now. Or perhaps you speak of his esteemed colleague, Professor Hufker? He too likes towers, although he has been reprimanded for using illegal magic, you know. You may want to go up and speak to the board if your interest lies in either professor's field.
Board meeting? What are you talking about?
Excellent. You must be from another foreign delegation then. I've been told there might be latecomers. The board meeting is on the 3rd floor, in the Thorn Rose room. You look towards the stairway, and you see it is crumbled and full of cracks, but it should be fine to climb.
Alright. Leave this guy and go up.
You go upstairs and find many more empty, eerie rooms, filled with rotten bookshelves and destroyed books, laboratories with smashed equipment, and lecture rooms with decaying tables and the stench of death. But as you enter one such lecture room, you see that at the center, by a large round table, sit 6 people, dressed in academic gowns.
Approach the table. Hello?
One of the figures at the table turns to you, and for a second you see only a skull. But then you blink, and an old man's face stares at you. "Hello there. I see you have come seeking answers, yes? How did you find us? We were cursed long ago, never to be found by a living soul, and I dare say you look alive."
Our god told us to come here.
Ah, so they are finally strong enough to try and regain their powers, and so they send you to seek answers.
Correct. What do you know of it?
In short, we were the ones who took the power of the Pantheon to ensure our colleagues could burn the cosmic tree without interference.
What? Okay, how did you do it and how can we undo it?
Ah, the impatience of youth. In short, we were lied to and told the gods sought to destroy Thea. We hatched a plan to distract each god from their given duty all at once so that they cannot help each other. To do this, we needed powerful magic, and the only one willing to help was no other than the famed Dark Lord, scourge of many a great battles and heroes of the past. As expected, his help cost us dearly, but we did succeed. Each god and goddess was tricked in their own way, but there is a way you can help your own deity to restore some power.
Sounds damn right evil and stupid to me, but whatever. What's the way then?
Before I tell you, we must ask a favor. We have been cursed to stay here, neither alive nor dead for eternity, as punishment for our actions. A sentence we accepted with grace and understanding. It is not often you get to destroy the world and nearly kill off gods. However, we wish to be freed now.
How can you be freed? Can you be killed?
There is a way to try and free our souls from these unliving bodies. With the underworld shut, we will still roam Thea, but at least we will be free.
Why do you believe you should get freedom after all you've done?
Yes, many of us share your enthusiasm for the punishment. We are tormented by our faults, believe me. But to be stuck like this forever. If you kill us, we will only suffer the pain of death, but eventually we will return, marked by another scar. But if you use your connection to the gods to break our curse, perhaps we can be released.
You have sentenced Thea to death, and worse yet, you have taken arms against our gods. You shall suffer the punishment that you were sentenced to. Give us the location, or suffer a death.
The old man nods, his face twisted in a mixture of fear and sadness. I have imprinted the location you seek in your minds. You will find it whenever you seek it.
Fight them, intellect them, or just leave. A 3-skull fight, I reckon we can take him. Number 1. 2 wraiths, 2 forlorn wraiths. Okay, and we got a decent hand. 20 damage, kinda hurts. Okay, what's our highest first action? Good, so I can actually first action one of these guys, but can I get them up to... Good, Svatava can be first action to one-shot him. In fact, so can Snowbit. And I expect them to confuse one of the two. That Wraith jumps in. 14 damage. What do... I think I have to use first action now. He should be able to kill that Forlorn Wraith, unless there are two confusers in that bit of the deck. Wraith and a Forlorn Wraith. I could counter them both. Confuses for Tava, but at least Snowbit still gets that attack first. I think Malovid get in there, do some damage, because I can always shield you here. It looks like you might get to go first. Yes, Malovid, good work. Ouchie. Well fought. Okay, that was a 3-skull. We did it easily.
Unliving bodies of the scholars, and you
Rubbish.
feel their pain as the killing blows rip through their souls. You feel strangely satisfied as you watch their bodies twist in despair. Feel the wrath of the Pantheon. You find yourselves shouting involuntarily. A strong blessing washes over you all.
Good. Time to search for more answers, and by the looks of things, we are going to be a bunch of religious lunatics. I'm down with that. So these swords are actually working quite nicely on our warriors. Clearly I need to craft some gear to make them better though. Maybe, look, we've actually got decent weapons but not armor. Maybe we go straight for the armor. Light armor and heavy armor. And then shields. I like the sound of that. Construction wise, I mean I did say I want the palisade, but I'm going to need items that I can craft to get us the research to get there quicker. I mean, those numbers are getting quite high. I think we go for the armor at this point. What kind of... We've got 16 gold and 1 silver, which isn't enough to make all that many jewels. So I don't feel like taking the jewelry option is a worthwhile one. Where are these quests? Icy Princess, Suspicious Tower, Place to See. What was that place to see? It was... Statue made entirely out of silver. Oh, we can get our hands on some silver there. I've done it before. You have to negotiate with a werewolf. You can either fight him or for all the silver, or you can negotiate with him to get some of the silver. Hang on, while we're here, let's go do the Divine Quest. It's closest. Why don't we make some herbs, veggies, cooked greens. Don't want to use too many of the herbs. That's fine. Hello, boys. Easy. What is that? Fish salad. On a bunch of rats. Makes sense. Lexo. On some rats. What are those?
You are ambushed by orc bandits. They are
Perfect.
shouting at you and don't look eager to talk about it. You only have seconds to decide what to do.
A 3-skull. We just handled the previous 3-skull. I'm confident. Let's fight. It's not going to be easy. But I'm confident in our shielding and our tactics. It's got the highest damage. Zoska. These orcs are going to be very tough and they're going to hit very hard, but okay, yeah, tough. That doesn't hit that hard. It's interesting that they played that one first. Support Zoska. I quite like that option. $31, $25, poison. I could get Mighty Suitor in there, but I think I want to hang on to my piercing damage, guys. Just until it's a high value. Also, this Confuse, I think, needs to be held. One of the Orc fighters that gets in here. I mean, look at that. 19 damage, 11 shield, 2 poison, 26 hit points. He can actually fight. Oh no, but this shield is too good. Shielding is the play. Makes a 55, yeah, 34, wow. Okay, but the hit points aren't too high. Could I confuse? And we get to go first before him. Yeah, that'll work. So Zoska and Svatava will attack before the other one does. Okay, Snovit, we can get you in now because you will be shielded. And then Marty Suda, actually I got that wrong. I should have used Marty Suda for the instant damage, and then I could have shielded her. Oh well, let's still get her in. Oh yes, good damage. Ouch, that hurts though. Yeah, I think the fact that we were able to attack first won us this battle. If we did the tactics wrong, that would have gone very badly for us.
You realize a few of them have broken their weapons in a last act before dying, but perhaps some can be salvaged.
Bird Shashlik. Leather Jerkin. The gear is nowhere near as good as I was hoping for. 7 damage, 7 shielding. Wow. Monster Bone and Topaz. Long tradition among tribes to craft their weapons out of their trophies. The Monster Slayer was made to lay waste to the many beasts of Thea. Only weighs 55 weight for 7 and 7. It's actually really good. 7-6. The poison makes that superior though. That seems like a nice weapon for one of the backup guys. Let's take a look at the armor here. Veroslava, yeah, 26 armor. He can fight, man. And I think that's superior to what he's carrying. 7 and 7. Excellent. So, Leather Jerkin, 11 and 2. He's already got one of those. Yeah, once her strength bonus wears off, we'll have to swap that out, but for the meantime, we'll do nicely. Is that just sturdiness? Sturdiness is in disease resist events, I think. 5 and 7, I think we can get rid of that. Just iron though. God, can these freaking kids grow up already? That's nice. The scaled leather is great. We can turn that into some armor. What are these? Kmok and Tough Bats. Let's ignore them for now. Focus on the quest. It seems unnecessarily risky fighting those beasts.
The whole land is shaken with tremors. Many
Hold on to something.
bruised
Ouch.
from the
Everyone
battle
just gets
of
wounded. Oh, it's XP. Whoa. Goblin Boss. Goblin Beast Master. 7 others. Can we do the Divine Quest and still get out of here? I worry that they would catch up to us. You know what? Let's just cheese it and get out of here. We can always come back to that quest. I have no intention of fighting those goblins right now. That is terrifying. Let's stop and do some fishing on the way back, just to help us get some different food types. And there are some ruins up here I can go for. Herbalist Hut, Cosmic Tree, maybe the RC... hang on, Place to See. That was a tower, wasn't it? Let's go there. Probably take out the Undead Ruins. I'm just assuming that that 4-skull group we saw wasn't going to go for our village. We've got all 10 buildings. 2 pastures made out of clay. 2 pastures made out of clay and veg. And this is clay and fruit. Okay, they're essentially the same. All the other structures are all made out of clay. So we are done with structures, more or less. Now I need to start working on armor. What are we able to build in terms of armor? We've got 11 fur leather, which is not bad. 51 regular leather. String, we need string. I don't think doing the clothing is worth it. Let's just hang on. We've just got to push through to get that final, but I don't know how though. What can I craft to get that along? Gathering tools? Why not? I mean, they do give decent... yeah, 7, that's worth it. And you can never have too many gathering tools. 5 of them. I mean, I'm hoping that's 5 gathering tools for the next 5 kids that are going to grow up and become part of the village. You know what? I'm going to harvest some seaweed and fish. Just for like 3 or 4 turns. I just want to make sure that that group of 4 skulls behind us isn't following us.
Unknown to these lands. He is standing by a rock, clearly deep in thought, as he does not see you approach. When you look closer, you see he is looking at a sword half embedded in the rock.
Hello there, fellow traveller. Are you okay?
The man jumps up, startled by your voice. He grabs the hilt of his sword, but does not draw it. He takes a few steps back and speaks. How dare you disturb a king's moment of peace? I mean, I'm sorry, old habits. I am no king, not anymore. But you, my friends, look like, well, potentially, that is, I mean, you could maybe be called knights, right?
Knights? King? What are you talking about? You're not from here around here, are you?
My name is Arathor. I have travelled here from afar in the west, led by an ancient quest from my forefathers. I was led to believe that this sword will help me rebuild my kingdom and save us from the darkness. Alas, I have lost all of my knights just getting here. And now that I am faced with the sword, those blasted demons, they have cursed me with weakness, and I am...
So the sword is powerful enough to defeat the darkness?
The sword is my test, my burden, and my fate. It will not serve any other. My time is running out. I must return to my kingdom soon, or all shall be lost. Now, the sword is for me to claim, but as king, I can appoint you my knights, and you could claim it in my stead. The magic binding the weapon in stone will permit it, I think. Will you become my knights?
Okay, maybe, but what are these knights you keep talking about?
Oh, well, a knight is a brave warrior, sworn to serve their king and god, to uphold the law. It is a man. Sorry, well, I suppose in my kingdom we only appoint men, but desperate times. So, it is a person who is righteous and honourable. Now, I solemnly swear I will release you from my service once the deed I ask is done, and I hold the sword in my hand. Will you accept?
Yeah, sure, but how do we know we're up for the task?
Wonderful. I knew fate would provide my salvation. I did not know if your hearts were pure enough, but your agreement to serve my purpose, with no promise of a reward, proves that you are indeed the ones I seek. Now, by the power of a rightfully anointed king of Camroth, I pronounce you knights of Camroth, and I command you to take the sword for me.
We'll do as you command. Take the sword out of the stone. Physical challenge. I can just auto-resolve this. It'll be dead easy.
And pull out the sword.
We are so strong.
It looks like an ordinary weapon, except that it seems undamaged from its unusual sheath. When you hold it in your hands, however, you feel a surge of strange power coursing through your veins, and it feels really good.
Give the sword to Arathor.
The king drops down on one knee as he accepts the sword from you. He speaks, and his voice becomes more forceful and clear than before. Well done, my knights. You have passed the test of loyalty and purity of soul, for this sword is known to lead its keepers astray. An ancient bloodline runs in my veins, one that has, in the past, both failed and succeeded in this very test. It has always been my fate to hold this blade and see what I am made of. And since I do not heed the urge to cleave you where you stand, I am hopeful that I too have passed. I release you from your oaths, Knights of Camroth. May the fates bring you strength and prosperity. I also give you this map. It will lead you to a bridge where you will be tasked with a test, And if you pass, a treasure will reveal itself to you. I meant to find it myself, but it seems fate had other plans. So go forth and seek it out.
Nice. Thank you, King Arathor. It was an honor to serve your cause. What will you do now?
I will now travel back to my lands, and using the sword, I will try to reclaim my kingdom and restore the Eternal Tower to ward off the darkness. I wish I could tell you more, but it seems other lands are in peril, and it is a knight's duty to protect and defend. Alas, I am also a king, and I must first right the wrongs of my own people. I feel a great destiny within you, and I hope you will succeed in your own quest one day. Farewell. The king bows to you and holds up the sword. A light shines down from the skies, and he disappears.
Whoa, spooky. Right, time to go. Maybe check out the bridge from the map. Sweet. Okay, it's been a nice old session. Let's take a break. I think we've made real progress. It sucks we lost that one kid. But we are still sitting on 4 children here, and as they mature, we'll turn them into warriors. We've only got 1, 2, 3. I think I'm going to make all 4 of them warriors, and then we can have 5 in the main expedition party and 2 guarding the village. Let's hope we can get them to grow up without anything horrible happening. Tough old world out there. See how it goes.